Hey, what's up everyone? Pasebola here. We are now on this November 19, 2024 NBA Game Day. We have 6 games for today. And to kick things off, this is man. A lot of people are waiting for this, and I am actually one of those who have been waiting for this Cleveland Cavaliers with a record of 15-0 going up against Boston Celtics matchup. Boston, by the way, has a record of 11 wins and 3. This one will actually happen at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and that's going to be 8 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Alright, and by the way, for those who are interested to avail our premium picks or best picks, you can actually reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. Just take a look at the description of our videos and you will see the details right there. By the way, before I forget, the spread that is given here is minus 5.5, and that's given towards Boston Celtics. Alright, so let's talk about this. Boston Celtics, they will be enjoying the home court advantage on this. In terms of home court, well, obviously, it will be given towards Boston as it will be held right in front of their crowd or right inside their gym. Now, for Cleveland Cavaliers, I gotta give the advantage towards them in terms of momentum. Man, oh man, 15 wins, 0 loss. It's hard to go up against any team who's got a record of 15 wins and 0 loss, regardless of what kind of sport that is, right? Now, again, this is a perfect opportunity because it's a team like Cleveland Cavaliers going up the defending champions Boston Celtics, and this is really interesting. But again, talk about momentum itself, we got to give the advantage towards Cleveland Cavaliers. Now let's take a look at health and availability. All right, so let's take a look at both teams. Starting with Boston Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis, he won't still be available for them, and we have Pritchard listed as questionable for Boston Celtics. So one questionable, one confirmed out for the Celtics. Now for Cleveland Cavaliers, they have a bit more players in their IL. You know, the usuals, Bates, Struss, Merrill. Dean Wade is also out, by the way. So 4 players are confirmed out for Cleveland, while we have Okoro and Levert, both listed as questionable. So again, 4 players are confirmed out, and then we have a couple who are listed as questionable. So I guess that's quite obvious. Boston Celtics do have the advantage in terms of health, as they only have a couple of players in their IL, and they're a bit used to not having Kristaps Porzingis early on this season. All right, this is very interesting, man. Again, this is arguably the best 2 teams that we have right now in the East, right? We have Cleveland Cavaliers, number 1 in the East with 15-0. Boston Celtics, number 2 in the East with a record of 11 wins and 3 losses. All right. So again, this is gonna be interesting. Now, if you take a look at the numbers, man, Cleveland Cavaliers, they are number 1 in terms of offense. Boston Celtics, they are number 2. If you take a look at defense, Cleveland Cavaliers, they are number 10, while Boston Celtics, they are number 11. So if you take a look at it, even if you take a look at stats, these 2 teams are actually right behind each other. And just like what the standings suggest, Cleveland is actually ahead by like 1 step. You know what I mean? 15-0, 11-3, 1-2 in terms of offense, 10-11 in terms of defense. So Cleveland Cavaliers, they are a bit better and they are a bit faster, so to speak, right in the start of this season. Now for this particular matchup though, this is gonna be very interesting. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. If you consider what happened last season, we all know that these 2 teams actually met in the playoffs, and we obviously know what happened because, as we all know, Boston Celtics ended up as the champions, right? But towards this game, lots of people are actually saying that, hey, you know what, this is going to be an entirely different game. And indeed, it is an entirely different game. Cleveland Cavaliers, they are looking different. Boston Celtics, they're not having Kristaps, etc., etc. But Um, for me, I don't know, but I'm still siding with Boston on this one. Um, the thing that makes this one hard is the spread. The spread of 5.5. I don't know, but I feel like that's kind of big, especially with how Cleveland Cavaliers have been playing right now. For me, that's a bit big, and that's something that Cleveland Cavaliers can cover. But will they be able to do that? And that's the question. And there are lots of questions that can't be answered really right at this point. But I'm considering the fact that Boston, number one, Boston Celtics is they are at home. Right? They are at home. They are motivated by their fans. They are the defending champions. We all know that. I know Cleveland Cavaliers got this special momentum that they have right now, 15-0, but I don't know. It's just totally different whenever you are the defending champions. It's like you got like a switch right there that you can turn on. Turn that on. We're the champions. We can beat whoever that is. You know what I mean? I just have that kind of analogy whenever I look at defending champions. So they have that switch that whenever they click that on, they can actually have this mentality and thinking that they can whoop whoever's asses are in front of them. So I'm siding with Boston Celtics, even if with a minus 5.5 spread. I feel like this would also go down, aside from Boston being at home. This would also go down to the fact that Boston Celtics, they are the healthier team. Just like what I said earlier, Cleveland Cavaliers, they have 6 players in IL. Boston Celtics, they only have a couple. So towards the end, or perhaps in the second half, that would be felt by Cleveland Cavaliers for sure. So our pick on this one would be Boston Celtics minus 5.5. Again, that's Boston minus 5.5. Peace out. Pasay love and God bless.